All right, so we are almost finished with our 2-day lesson on overload specificity and progression. We're going to be looking at citing explicit and implicit textual evidence. Standards are for PE, explain progression, overload, and specificity as principles of exercise. And for ELA, cite several pieces of textual evidence to support analysis of what the text says explicitly, as well as inferences drawn from the text. Objectives are that you will be able to identify and describe the differences between the 3 principles of exercise, which are progression, overload, and specificity. And you will be able to identify and cite explicit and implicit evidence from various texts to support analysis. And that's really the objective that we're going to focus on right now. We will be doing a reaction guide, and a reaction guide is a way to compare your pre- and post-reading responses. This reaction guide is going to help you and me assess what you have learned throughout the lesson. After completing your reaction guide, you're going to choose 2 or 3 of the most important questions or statements that are different from your anticipation guide. You're going to defend your change of opinion or how your original choice is supported with evidence in the text, and we're going to be writing that down. So right now you're probably asking yourself, how do I defend or support with textual evidence? Well, first, we can do that through explicit textual evidence. Explicit means direct, textual means from the text, and evidence means that you choose evidence that supports your answer, opinion, or ideas. In citing explicit textual evidence, you first state your ideas. You write down your idea or restate the question, and then you cite the text. You write down supporting evidence by paraphrasing or quoting. And then you explain your evidence. You explain how the paraphrase or the quote supports your ideas. There's also implicit textual evidence. And implicit textual evidence is evidence that's not directly stated, but it's understood in what is expressed in the text. So you are probably now asking, how do I find implicit evidence? Well, you look for key ideas in the text. You write down what, why, and how questions about the information that is not directly stated, and you answer those questions. In citing explicit textual evidence, you first state your ideas, you write down your idea or restate the question, and then you cite the text. You write down your inferences from the text, and then you explain the evidence. You explain how the evidence supports your idea. We're going to do this in discussion groups. So after your anticipation guide is finished and you choose your 2 or 3 questions or statements that are different, you're going to break into groups, and you will do this writing assignment in groups so that you are able to help one another and get help from each other as well. So that is it. Good luck with this part of the lesson. Almost there.